Hello, I'm Jeff Siegel, and welcome to our Thursday video seminar right here on SantaAnita.com. Very difficult program here for Thursday, 8 races, and I can honestly say that there's not one race or one horse that I truly, really can embrace. But this is what we've been dealt with. Let's deal with it. First race, maiden claimer, and I don't think there's much value here. You got an even money on the morning line shot, number 6, Liechtenstein. Looks pretty solid. There's no getting around that. We got a firster here, a number 4, Reality Ride from the Baffert barn, training well enough to give him a shot in a race like this. But again, no value. The 2 favorites, and I'm just not going to play that kind of race. So I'm going to pass the first race. If you want to play rolling exotics, the 4 and the 6, Reality Ride, and Liechtenstein, I don't think you have to go much deeper than that, but again, I'm not going to bother. Second race, another situation where we have 2 relatively short price logical selections here. You've got the Canadian Invader from Woodbine, Take the Money and Run. That's a Vladimir Serin train filly purchased privately after a pretty good win up north, and shows up here at 6-5 on the morning line. Trained extremely well, so I think she's pretty solid, no question about that. Lift Hour of Luck, the number 5 filly, has got good recent form, a little slower on numbers, but in good hands and certainly capable of improving. And again, 6-5 on Take the Money and Run, 5-2 on Lift Our Luck. There's not a lot of value with those 2 favorites. If you're playing rolling exotics, I don't think you have to go any deeper than that. And I would say that Take the Money and Run, the number 6, looks like decidedly the best of the group. The odds will reflect that. So again, another race that I don't plan on playing straight for sure. If you want to play the rolling exotics, go 6 and 5. Third race, 6.5 down the hill. It's a little better race. The 2 main contenders, as I see it, are number 4, Magic Launch. Also, the bottom filly, number 6, Bella Roja. Now, both these mares have had success over this course. In fact, Magic Launch comes off a win here earlier this meeting, promptly claimed, and I think might have been a good claim by Hector Palma for $25,000. Wheels her back and shortens her up in trip, but she can sprint as well as route, and again, we know she loves the course. As for Bella Roja, a prototype late-running sprinter coming off a huge win over at Hollywood, and she has run well on this course as well. So Bella Roja, definitely a major player as well. So 4 and 6, the only 2 that I'm going to use, and you can use them both in an exact box. And the Magic Launch at 3-1, Bella Roja at 4-1 on the morning line. That's decent value, I think, with those 2. Moving to the 4th race, this is one of the weakest maiden claimers I think I've ever seen at Santa Anita. It's a maiden 20 going 7/8 of a mile. Inside speed, perhaps, will come in the form of number 2, Marcus Sight with P-Val. Now, speed was dominant late last week, inside speed specifically. And although Marcus Sight on paper doesn't look like she's all that quick, there's just nothing in here that basically can run. Not that she's any great shakes, but this is almost a something and a nothing race. And I'm not saying that Marcus Sight is what you'd call a standout, but at 3-1 in the morning line, she does look like the right one. The only one that you'd have to really concern yourself with is the first-time starter, the morning line favorite. That's number 5, El de Hair, but the workout reports on her have not been impressive at all. So I'm going to stick with number 2, Marcus Sight, and hope that this is a field that even she can beat. Let's go with her at 3-1 on the morning line. 5th race is a maiden race going long for Calbred older fillies and mares on the turf, and I would say that number 7, Bit Ahit's got a logical spot to graduate. 3 races back, she ran very well going long. Last time out, she had some trouble sprinting at Hollywood and closed well, galloped out nicely, and it looks like she's got a field that she can beat. There's no depth to the field at all. I mean, Unknown Heat has got numbers that make her a threat, but she's a 23-race maiden. I'm not going to back a horse like that. So let's go with number 7, Bit of Heat. Again, a lightly raced filly with some upside, coming off a good improved effort for Patty Gallagher, ready to stretch out again. Let's go with number 7, Bit of Heat. She's 2-1 in the morning line, so it's no big deal, but she does look like she's in a good spot to graduate. 6th race is an allowance race. Put an allowance race here for Calbreds, and I'm going to go 3 deep using numbers 1, 2, and 4 on your program. Number 1 is Tory Cliffs, number 2, Our Road Scholar, and number 4 is Serene Sophia. So the numbers there are 1, 2, and 4. Tory Cliffs, first off, the claim for Doug O'Neill's draws the rail. Got enough tactical speed to lay fairly close, and she can give you a pretty good late run. And she has had success here at Santa Anita, maybe not on the dirt, but I think she will run well here at this extended 6.5 furlong trip. I think it's a good spot for her. Number 2, Our Road Scholar, is in very good form, first or second in each of her last 3. Now she is coming off grass racing, now trying the dirt. Let's hope that she can transfer that turf form to dirt if she can. This AC Avila trained mare has a look right with these and should be running on strongly late. And number 4, Serene Sophia, blinkers off for Baffert. This would be my top selection. She's not all that quick, but enough speed to lay in the first flight in a race that doesn't have a lot of zip. She should get a great trip. And switching to Joel Rosario, I think Serene Sophia is ready to run her best race, which is probably going to be good enough to win. And she's 3-1 on the morning line. That's not too bad. So let's go 1, 2, and 4. Preference to number 4, Serene Sophia. Use all 3 in any rolling exotics that you may want to play. 7th race is a really, really good 9 furlong turf race, a first level, and it's very deep in contention. I mean, you can go as many as you can afford to use if you're playing any kind of rolling exotics, such as a pick 4 or a pick 6. The 3 that I'm going to use are numbers 3, 4, and 8. Number 3 is Sporting Art. Number 4 is Yodel and Dam. Number 8 is Imponente Purse. So those are the 3 that I'm going to use at 3, 4, and 8. Of the 3, I think I'd prefer Yodel and Dan. I mean, he's such a pro. He loves the Santa Anita turf course. 9 furlongs is maybe his best trip. He's in really good form for Jeff Mullins, and Joel Rosario rides him back after an excellent race over at Hollywood. He's dependable. You know he's going to fire. So you have to use him at 3-1, number 4, Yodel and Dan. But Sporting Art, number 3, has got good speed. The pace situation here looks a little soft. He should get a great trip. Talamo rides him back from Mitchell. Think you got to use number 3, Sporting Art. And number 8, Imponente Purse, comes off a nice win. That was a marathon trip for AC Avila. He's backing up in trip, but I think he can act at 9 furlongs, and he seems to be doing really well. He's got a bullet work since his last race, so I'm going to use him as well. He's 5-1, which seems like it's a fairly legitimate number on the morning line. So 3, 4, and 8, slight preference to number 4, Yodel and Dan. Use all 3 if you'd like in an exacta or trifecta box, and definitely use all 3 in your rolling exotics. 8th and final claiming event going to mile fillies and mares. This is a 12-5 affair, and I got to go 3 deep here as well. The numbers are 6, 8, and 9. Number 6, Lead Advantage. Number 8, Warren's High Roller. Number 9, Marino's Promise. This is another situation where any one of these 3 seem capable of winning. None of them have to win. So again, if you can spread even more if you'd like, be my guest. Lead Advantage is coming out of a sprint. She could be forwardly placed, maybe even on the lead here for AC Avila and Victor Espinoza. And I think that the drop in class and the stretch out and trip could work really well for Lead Advantage. Number 8, Warren's High Roller, just 1 for 20. A very, very difficult mare to trust, and I don't know whether she can win or not, but she's got some figs that'll make her a threat. And Bejarano rides her back. I think you got to use her somewhere in there, maybe not on top, but I would throw her in if you're playing any kind of exactas or trifectas. And then Marino's Promise, the 9 filly from Mike Mitchell. Talamo riding her back, and she's another one coming out of the sprints who should be forwardly placed, and she's okay at this level. She's got competitive numbers. She's got a sharp, decent sprint recently, and stretching out, I think she's going to be right there, and maybe the one to beat, Marino's Promise, number 9. So those numbers again, 6, 8, and 9, and again, use all 3 if you're playing any kind of rolling exotics. Once again, a very, very difficult card. If you win the pick 6, you might take the whole pool down today. It's that kind of wide open kind of scramble. We'll give it our best, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Best of luck today at Santa Anita. We'll talk at you again tomorrow morning.